Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. Anyway, wanted to show you, this is the setup, the bars for a weight distribution hitch. A lot of people ask, how does it connect to the frame? So I'm gonna stop and then I'll show you that. So you can see right down here, this bolts onto the frame. Now they measure it from the front of the hitch, and then they attach these bars right onto there and then into the receiver, into your truck, and make sure everything's level. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. Another tip for new campers, it's that time of the year. Right here, you're on the front side of this little zinger, or it's a crossroads zinger, and this little thing is on almost every camper, looks similar to that. That's your heating or heater vent exhaust. It does get hot. Now this is underneath the awning, and if you're like some people, they're going to set up a table here, maybe have a radio or coffee maker. You want to make sure nothing is in front of that furnace exhaust, because it's going to be hot. And I've heard stories of people sitting around the fire and they smell something like electrical burning, and they find out that's it. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. Just want to go over the jacks here. If you're a new camper, you're going out, little things that you just don't know about. Those are power stabilizer jacks there, and then those are the manual stabilizer jacks there. You can use a drill bit with a power drill, but don't use one that's going to grind it right into the ground, because you're going to bend it. But I do recommend putting a pad, just one of those little pads underneath it, because if you have any kind of soft ground or whatever, even if you don't, it makes it sure it's really level. It's less likely to damage anything, and it will be more stable because it's not going to sink down into the ground. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. Wanted to go over something for new campers. I get this question a lot, is should I fill up my water tank before I go down the road? Now this is a Coleman lantern right here. This is your fresh water fill, so you use a hose, and with it's not like a screw-on water hose, just like goes down into the port and you dump it in. I recommend not doing that, because you have the extra weight. It's 8.34 pounds per gallon of water. Extra weight, plus it's gonna be sloshing around, and it could cause some towing issues. Now if you have to, you can do it, but just be aware of what could happen. Most of the time you go to the campground, they're gonna have a water fill station. If you don't want to use their water, get the portable water tank, put it in the back of your truck. It's over the axles, whatever. It's gonna go down the road a lot better. There you go. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. And let's say you gotta find out where your water pump is so you can use it to do your winterization. You can put a nipple that goes on there, goes into your RV antifreeze jug, turn the water pump on, it sucks it up. You run each and every water outlet until the pink stuff comes out. Then you know you got gone through the whole thing. There are other ways to do it, but that's one of them. So if you need to, let's get right to it. So an easy way to find out where your water pump is, you turn this on. Now this one I did earlier, it's up front. Now there is a docking station on the outside of this one. This is a travel trailer. A lot of them do not have the docking station, but it's up front near that. So most likely an access panel, but every camper, if you go through it, there will be access panels that you see. Some are marked, some are not. This one has some access panels down there below the sink, which is a common spot, or in the bathroom, another common spot for your water pump. But turn it on, listen for it, and you'll be able to find it. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV, and this is another tip for new camper owners. So right up here, in almost every camper, you're going to have a button for your water pump. What that does, you fill your fresh water tank, you don't have water at the campground, so you fill it up, and then when you need pressure at the sink or shower or toilet, you're going to turn this button on. Now you can hear the pump running. It's up front in this one, up underneath the bed area. And when it runs, it's just building up pressure. When it gets to enough pressure, it will shut off. If it keeps running, you know there's a leak somewhere, which is why people do turn it off, usually, in between uses. So if you need water for the sink, you run it, turn it off when you get filled up, sink, toilet, whatever. That way, if you do have a leak, you're not just spreading water all over the place. It's not going to hurt the pump to keep running, but it is pressurized, a pressure sensor. So there you go. And that's what you're going to use for your winterization. Hey guys, this is Big Ben here, Camping World and Gander RV. Now I'm going to go over some more new camper. So if you're new to camping, new to campers, new to owning a camper, some tips that not a lot of people take for granted, but maybe you don't know about. So hopefully this helps. So right now we're in a Keystone Passport, but every camper is going to have something similar. This right here is your water pump. So let's say you fill up your fresh water tank. You don't have a water connection at the campground. And so you fill that up. I always recommend as close to the campground as possible so you're not pulling the extra weight down the road and sloshing around. But then when you want water pressure to the sink, to the bathtub, or whatever it is, you're going to need to turn your water pump on. Now you turn it on. I don't know if you can hear it. then this one is up front. And so it has a pressure sensor on it. So if it gets up to pressure, it will stop. And then that way you know. But a lot of people, you know that, you got water pressure up to that point. A lot of people do turn it off in between uses, just in case you do have a water leak somewhere that you didn't know about. And it's going to continue to run. It's going to spread water wherever that leak is. So when you press that button on, you got good pressure, it will stop. And you're not hurting anything. It's not going to run dry. I mean, I wouldn't let it sit there for hours and hours, but because if it's continuing running, you know there's some kind of issue. But it's not going to hurt the pump itself. So that's one of the new camper tips for you.